Good.
And what is your name?
Genevieve,
okay. Nice to meet you. My name is Skylar. The question I'm going to be asking you today is, how do you feel about our generation?
What is our generation?
Let's say my generation, millennials.
Millennials?
Yes.
Are you a young millennial?
Born in 2000.
Okay. I like them.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen... I'll give you one example. There was a group of millennials and there was obviously one person in charge, and they were trying to order drinks at a bar. They were taking a long time, they were like getting distracted, they were just like not being very efficient with taking the order. And the rest of the group managed that person. They were just like, pull it together. They didn't need anyone else to intervene to get them organised as a group. So as a group, they were like their own little unit, and they were self-managing, and I thought that was really good.
So in other words, you feel as if the millennials are self-managing and a little bit more patient and things of that nature?
Would I say patient? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't comment on that. But I think that they are similar to the Gen Xers, where they are self-managing within their age group without outside influence.
Okay. Now, what are some things that you feel as if stands out that are distinct between the two, let's say Gen X compared to millennials?
Distinct between the two. I find millennials and Gen Xers are very similar, but I think that their communication levels are a lot higher than the Gen Xers. I do think that they have the same value system and needs and wants from society. However, the Gen Xers are older, so I feel like the millennials and the Gen Zers are definitely reaping the benefits of the hard work of specifically the Gen Xers, because they actually were, I felt like they were in the trenches a lot more. Being the grandparents of this new style of generation where they're not putting up with stuff, they're speaking up because of a lot of the values and a lot of the things that went on within the generation, the Gen Xers. They were wanting that as well, but they were a lot more subversive, a lot more closeted, a lot more hidden away, because they wanted the same things, but it wasn't so out in the open.
Now, a key word that I picked up that you said was speaking up. And obviously technology helps with exposing some of the things that people are going through. And how do you feel about technology and the pros of it being able to show people from all over the world things that are going on in people's lives and things of that nature, especially the negative things?
In terms of news and in terms of what is going on in other countries, or just in terms
in general,
of communication?
It can be communication. It can be stuff that they're going on at their household with their parents, and being able to just write your thoughts on social media and other people see it, and then things of that nature.
Social media is a very precarious beast. There are a lot of positives and a lot of negatives that come out of it, and I think people, because it is a social way of communicating, they think that it's fun, and they think that it's not nefarious, and it can be those things. It can be communicative in teaching people skills. I used YouTube the other day to figure out how to use sulfuric acid in the drain pipes to clean it in the bathroom. So there are a lot of things that are good about that, but I stopped using social media from January, and I felt like it completely different person.
Mm.
And I immediately went back to doing the same irritating habits of using social media as soon as I got back on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a little bit more self-aware, and there's a lot of garbage on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%, I agree. My senior year of high school, I deleted social media. That was about 5-6 years ago. And just spending the amount of time, I feel that the same thing, same experience you feel when you go back to it. It's like you can kind of feel like the pull, even psychologically, things start to change. How you communicate with people, you know what I'm saying? You can see how people being glued to their phones affects the way they communicate with their own family, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. So 100%, I appreciate you. Do you mind if I put this on the internet at all? It's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah, sure.
All right, appreciate you.